Names hold power, right? Across history, especially in African and indigenous and diasporic contexts, right? The act of naming has been directly tied to identity, culture, ownership, and liberation. When the people lose the ability to name themselves or their land, they often lose control over their story, their destiny, and the memory of who they are, right? Remember, they lose control over their story, their destiny, and the memory of who they are. Somebody else controls those things now. You are what I say you are. You're no longer a human being. You are a thing now. Going back to chattel slavery, being able to own somebody. I own your mind. I own your soul. I own your body. I own your spirit. I own your name. They took the key was to strip everything from you that made you who you are, including your name. And I'm going to remake you. Basically, I'm going to remake you in my image. I'm going to remake you in the image of the colonizers. They're going to remake you in the image of the slave masters. You should not know about your ancestors. You should not know that you have the power to fight back. You should not know that you are a human being. You should not know that not only are you equal to me, but if you put the two groups of people on equal ground, the African or the Black American would dominate. But you can't know that though, because if you knew that, then you would do better, you would do different, you would fight back. And what they can't have is Black folk having some damn self-esteem and fighting back, right? A name tells you who you are, where you come from, and what lineage you belong to, right? When African people were enslaved, one of the first acts of domination was the forced removal of names. Slave owners renamed Africans to sever them from their culture, their families, and their destinies. Psychologically, naming oneself is the first step in reclaiming one's humanity. A people who cannot define themselves will be defined by others. A people who cannot define themselves will be defined by others.